teachers. My full name is Chuyên, I will talk about my research proposals. Uh, First, I will talk about research problem. Today, English is an official language that plays an important and necessary role because it is used in almost every area of life. Therefore, learning English doesn't just stop at learning about language knowledge, such as vocabulary, sentence structures, and grammar. Our learning or listening skill, speaking skill, reading and writing skill, but also to practice effective communication skill, especially the ability to communicate in a different culture. In other words, cultural factors play an important role in students' learning and communicating in English. The idea for this my research comes from first in context. In today's life, English is the most widely used language in many countries. Therefore, the demand for learning English is increasing day by day. Knowing English will give you an advantage in every way. Relatives important people don't often pay attention to cultural factors in learning and communicating in English. When I was a student in high school, I was always taught by teacher about starting a conversation with questions like what's your name, how are you? Actually, until now, I still see people often use this way to start conversations, but for foreigners, questions about I are often functional questions. We have accidentally made a cultural mistake in communications. Because I've learned Vietnamese culture to communicate things in English. Therefore, we see that in order to learn and communicate well in English, it isn't enough to focus on listening skill, speaking skill, reading and writing skill. We also have to learn about the culture so that we can avoid some cultural mistakes and make a good impressions when communicating with foreigner. Learning conditions correlate thanks to the core in scientific research methods. I have the opportunity to conduct research on this topic. I do to research this topic with the desire to learn about the importance of cultural factors in learning and communicating in English. Recognize cultural mistakes in communications so that you can avoid causing loss of sympathies when communicating with foreigners. The purpose of my research. The reason of my research is to let people see the influence of cultural factors on learning and communicating in English, which is of the title interest to most people. In addition, the reason of the research will help people see the basic cultural mistakes, help people see and learn from myself so that I don't have to make those mistakes If people make cultural mistakes in communicating in English, much is clear to everyone what cause their mistakes in their English communications. Find a solution to these situations. I will write a solution to help students learn and communicate in English more efficiently. Say, I have to research questions. The first, do cultural factors play an important role in learning English? The second, what are some common cultural mistakes in student English communication skills? For the first research questions, I want to know if people are often interested in cultural factors in learning and communicating in English. For the second research questions, I want to mention that people often don't care about cultural factors, but at least in Vietnamese culture to English communications called cultural mistakes and communications in English. Um, uh, I know about this topic. Currently, I am majoring in English study. After studying for a while, I find that people don't seem to care much about cultural factors in learning and communicating in English. People seem to focus only on listening skills, speaking skills, reading and writing skills. In my opinion, if we want to communicate well in English, it isn't enough to practice listening, speaking skills, or focus pronunciations or vocabularies. We should learn more about the culture of the language we learn. This will help us to better understand the language we are learning and write the culture of behavior and communications culture. There have been many studies on this issue so that students can clearly see the importance of cultural factors such as Yuri Kamara's research on the effects of culture on language learning and way of communications. The Japanese case. Miss Bùi Thị Bích Diệp research on the effects of cultural factors on English teaching and learning. Or Miss Trương Thị Mai Hạnh research on cultural interest and foreign language teaching from multicultural communications. All both studies show the importance of cultural factors in student English learning and communications. Besides emphasizing the importance of combined listening skills, speaking skills, reading and writing skills with understand cultural factors, they also point out the reasons why students often low power when communicating with foreigners because cultural mistakes when communicating, such as asking the eye and some personal questions that in Vietnamese culture people often use when communicating. I use a questionnaire from the group of students, get the college data and analyzing it qualitatively to find answer to my research questions. I build questions and from articles related to the research topic that I found I will write my own conclusions. Because the COVID epidemic, I use the online questionnaire Then I send it to everyone via Yellow or email to conduct the questionnaire for me. After I have the necessary data, I will analyze it to achieve the purpose that I want to research. I would like to the students who are amazing of English study at Cần University on campus. The reasons I only choose their participants is because they are the people who have a sentence knowledge of English I will and they will be the people who are highly likely to work in this language in the future. To college data my research, I randomly selected 20, 30, 30 students out of two class English study at Cần University while on campus. Because of the COVID epidemic, I will send the questionnaire with Yellow or email them to participate to review their understanding of the factors affecting learning and communicating in English and help them have a clearer view of the importance of cultural factors for students English learning and communicating and communications.